Well, it's that time of year. Time to get the ice shack out on the ice. We're not looking at a whole lot of ice, probably 6 inches, so it is a bit thin, but let's see what ends up happening. Things are looking pretty good. We got the Honda out here, brought the professional measurer to check the ice. Should be good to bring some of the bigger machines and toys out. Not a bad day out on Detroit River. Right there is the shipping channel. We are stuck in a little pocket here, which allows this little area to freeze up pretty good. Usually sitting on around 5 to 7 feet of water in and around this area. So this is the rig we use. It is on tracks. It works pretty good. We do got some studs in the lugs. Works good, but as you'll see in some short clips here that we took at night, getting it through the trails and stuff, there is some difficulties for sure. When there's not a whole lot of snow, sometimes it takes quite a bit to drag it across any of the dirt and trails, because unfortunately we do have to take it through all these trails. It is about, I'd say, 2,000 feet away from where we store it, which is right here in the summertime. It's just a unit we use to bring it out. Let's dust the thing off and see what we can do. So this is the challenging spot. This is where it's usually pretty difficult to get out depending on water level. It is about a 2-foot drop. And as you'll see in some of the short clips we have of the night taking it out, that's where it becomes difficult.
I feel like Mitch needs to like jump.
Do you want me to push? Mitch, you cozy in there?
There isn't much to hold on to in there. Almost there.
Hold on, Mitty.
To something.
He's flipping it.
All by myself.
And currently this is the creek that we pull it down. And at the very end there, you can see where the shack is hanging out. It's about where we leave it early winter until the ice out on Detroit River gets thick enough, which we do got about 6 inches. So let's go try it out. Here she is in all her glory. The shack is a 8 by 10 with a small, I would call it a porch. That's about the width of it, which is 8 foot wide, 2 feet long. It is set up on aluminum skis, which I fabricated just the beginning of this winter. All right, let's get it hooked up and try to give it a pull. Get her hooked up. See if we can get out, do some fishing. All right, see if we can get it to move. Just a beautiful winter day. This is usually where we keep it. Towed it to different places, but for the most part, this is where we hang out. Do a lot of fishing, four-wheeling, dirt bikes with studded tires, crotch rockets with studded tires, a little bit of everything. Right over here, pretty much every year we make a nice figure 8 track with an ice skating rink. Ends up just being a good time hanging out on the ice. So let's give you a little tour. This year we did add a Chinese diesel heater. So far working great. Do have it tucked outside. And when you walk in, this is what you see. Got a little light switch here. Flick on all the lights. Some 12-volt lights here. Couple of those. You got 2 windows, one on either side. And this is the couch slash bed. There'll be a picture here of what it looks like all pulled out and set up as a bed. This is where the diesel heater controller is. Let's see. Not bad with it insulated, just about 40 Fahrenheit. So above freezing in here, so not too bad. What's nice about this, you just walk on, turn that on. Everything is powered by a lead time 100 amp hour battery, nice and light. We just take it out, charge it up. I used to have an AGM with that charger, but that is no longer in here. We went all to lithium. It is out of my boat, but being winter, we just swap them back and forth. That goes up to the switches, also hooks to the diesel heater. It runs all of the lighting. We do have a small radio in here, just a simple car radio, and a small 19-inch TV. We do have a wood stove that I built many years ago. It's just built out of a simple propane tank. Some actual 4-inch exhaust tubing with just some camping stove that goes outside. Little spot for the gloves to dry, works perfect. And then we do have these nice floors, which makes it very comfortable to walk in. You pull up the section. Plan on probably cutting out the sections, but we'll see. Works out pretty good. Do have the catch covers. And obviously we don't have any holes drilled out, but simple as that. Especially for the people that get cold. That's the diesel heat in. Can sit right there, very comfortably fish. Set up the fishing camera to the TV. Got the heat blowing on your feet. Very comfortable spot. We also have an area over here, which is why we just use the foldable chairs, where you pull up this section and one more hole. This hole does have ice lights, so a little switch right here, you can flick it on. It has 2 LEDs that light up the ice. Makes it very nice for when you're fishing at night. Can see down, can see very easily. We do have another hole that is planned to go here, but we haven't had the need for it yet. So that is the whole ice shanty tour. For the most part, obviously storage, little things like that. We do have a sink set up here, but since I did just tow the shanty out, we kind of pile all the stuff in there from stopping it from falling around. Well, let's get some things set up, head outside, start making the figure 8 track. In just a couple of minutes, this thing on tracks with the plow sure works good, even though we only got a couple inches of snow. Started making the classic figure 8 track. This way we can do some of the crazy things. Bring the smart cars out here, the dirt bikes, electric scooters. It's getting there. Sun's going down. Not a whole lot of daylight left. We'll have to bring out the flashlight once it gets dark. Well, let's do a couple more passes here. So, apparently, the world's brightest flashlight showed up. This is it here. Let me tell you, it has some serious build quality. Thing probably weighs, I'd say 5 pounds easy. Looks like 3 cooling fans. And it seems like it's all made out of at least aluminum. And look at the amount of LEDs. Let's get out on the ice and try it out. Well, it is time to try out the world's brightest flashlight. As you can see, it is pretty dark out, even though the camera actually makes it look like it's a lot brighter. Look at that. Figured, let's try to light up the ice. That is actually pretty cool. Now that's a bright flashlight. Yep, already started melting. Very easily see through everything. We'll head towards the forest, back in there. We're now back by the woods, off the river. It is a lot less windy back here. So there it is, guys. Check that out. Absolutely insane for just a flashlight. Without and with. If you wanted to walk down a dark trail, wouldn't have any issues if you carry this thing. Mind you, it weighs 5 pounds and you get pretty tired of carrying it. Thing sure puts off some heat too. All right.